Prednisone is a poison. That's a comment somebody made on my YouTube channel, and I completely agree with that. Prednisone is a poison. However, this person went on to say things that I definitely do not agree with. And let me read the rest of the comment. Some of it's true, some of it is dangerously false. Prednisolone is a poison. If anyone is already started using it, then stop it. There is no need to taper it after stopping it. Just eat healthy food and water. If anyone is going to use it, then don't start using it. Okay. I agree with point number one. Prednisone is a poison. However, there's a lot of nuance here. This is not black and white. The real important thing is that the dose makes the poison. Like, you drink too much water, it's poisonous. You have too much carbon dioxide, it's poisonous. Too much of anything can be poisonous, right? And so, yes, deciding to take prednisone, or prednisolone in this case, is the choice to take something that is toxic to your body for a purpose. And that's the context that's missing here, is that you don't just, I definitely don't agree with anybody just randomly taking a steroid like this, because that can be incredibly harmful. But if there is a purpose that is worth it, for example, I have an autoimmune condition called ITP. It means my body is attacking my blood cells responsible for clotting, called platelets. If I had not taken prednisone, I would have bled to death. It's not if, it was when. I had almost no ability to clot. And so I'm so grateful for prednisone that I was able to take that poison to stop the inflammation, the autoimmune attack that my body was doing to itself to save my life. It was totally worth it. And so when this person says, if anyone started using it, then stop it. Well, if I had stopped it, I would have probably died. So that is an incredibly dangerous statement to make for someone who would be taking it for my disease or others. And then the next statement is also very dangerous. There is no need to taper it after stopping it. That is completely false. There are a few situations where you can do that, and you need to work with your doctor. For example, if your doctor prescribed 5 to 10 days worth of prednisone, then yes, you can stop it. You do not need to taper. If you have been taking prednisone for at least 10 to 14 days or longer, then you need to taper. You must work with your doctor to slowly stop taking prednisone over time. Tapering means that, say your doctor prescribed 20 milligrams. Well, you don't just suddenly stop taking it and go from 20 to 0. You go from 20 to 10 to 5 to 2.5 and off. Or there's a infinite variety of ways, other ways you could do it in between. But you don't just stop. That's called going cold turkey. And the reason we don't do that is because going cold turkey off of prednisone can cause adrenal crisis that can be fatal. Prednisone is mimicking your body's hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone that helps you respond to emergencies. And if you stop taking prednisone, then the whole system that goes from your brain to the top of your kidneys that turns on your stress response takes a long time. It's not something that happens overnight. It takes days to weeks to months to even a year in some cases to slowly turn back on. It's not like a light switch that you can just flick on. It's more like a sunrise that slowly gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And so we need to give our bodies the chance to slowly turn that system back on. And if you follow this person's really misinformed advice, there is no need to taper after stopping it. You could die. Your blood pressure would crash, your blood sugar would crash, your sodium would have issues, and you would have multi-organ system failure. And that can kill you. So do not take this person's advice about no need to taper, because you absolutely need to taper. unless your doctor told you you don't have to. But that's the only case, is if your doctor said, oh, it's okay, just go off of it, and they're the ones giving you that medical advice. Otherwise, that is way too reckless and risky, taking your own life in your hands like that. Finally, this person's comment ends with, just eat healthy food and water. If anyone's going to use it, then don't start using it. Okay, we'll start with the second to last sentence. Just eat healthy food and water. I completely agree that just eating healthy food and water can do a lot for your health. It can hopefully slow down the inflammation that is causing whatever you're taking prednisone for, when we're not feeding our body the standard American diet that is full of all sorts of fake, harmful, food-like products that truly our bodies should not be consuming. But they taste so good, right? And so if you just eat healthy food and only drink water and not alcohol and not highly caffeinated products and not highly sugar-rich products, that's just healthy food and water. I totally agree with that. Great. But it's not enough. It's simply not enough for certain people. That's not going to be able to replace prednisone. If you're like me and your body is so out of whack that your doctor's prescribing high doses of prednisone, healthy food and water isn't going to help you. Like, it might decrease the percentage by like that much, but I absolutely needed prednisone to save my life. And finally, the last sentence. If anyone is going to use it, then don't start using it. Again, very harmful unless it's a lot of reasons doctors prescribe prednisone, I agree with. So in my situation, you might be killing me by making this comment. In other situations like back pain, bronchitis, a lot of rashes, there's no evidence that prednisone helps, and there's evidence that it hurts. And so if your doctor prescribed it and didn't clearly explain how likely you are to get benefit from taking prednisone and other steroids, then maybe this person's right. If you're going to use it, then don't start using it. Because in those conditions, it is more harmful than helpful. Like, for example, with bronchitis, the idea is to stop people from coughing. And if they take prednisone, they don't have less days of coughing. What they do have is more side effects than as compared to placebo. So it didn't do anything helpful, and it made their lives more miserable. So in certain situations, I do agree with that sentence. The moral of the story here is prednisone is a miraculous medication that is a poison, in that the dose makes the poison. And if you happen to go cold turkey, that can kill you. And always make your decisions about this medication under your doctor's supervision, because random comments like this on the internet, like, I don't think you can give like liability in a lawsuit, but like if somebody actually believed what this person said, they could kill them. Like, can you tell how upset this makes me? Don't make comments like this on the internet, okay? Everybody make a really nice, helpful comment for other people taking prednisone. Like, it's okay. It's worth it. You're going to be okay. I don't know. Make a good, helpful comment. See if that'll brighten the internets for today. And if you want help knowing how to find that balance of benefit and risk, I created a prednisone checklist, and you can go through and check off all the ways that you can counteract prednisone side effects to prevent complications, so that you'll want to get off prednisone immediately. That you can do whatever is in your hands to prevent the complications from getting any worse. Just click the link below to download my prednisone checklist. Signing off is Dr. Megan, your prednisone pharmacist.